I'm Petey, and this is Petey's Rod Shop. Today, I'm going to try and get that Mustang in front of that garage door by towing it up that hill, stopping it, and then letting it roll down, drive it down, and what could go wrong? I'm Petey, and this is Petey's Rod Shop. I'm going to take this opportunity to teach you all a little trick that it took me years to learn. If you happen to run your hot rod out of fuel, or because your fuel gauge isn't working quite right, or you have a fuel tank that may or may not leak, and it's on your list to get fixed, and it's sat because of it. Anyways, if you ever use these little additive bottles, save one, at least one, because they work great. The little fill top, you can put you some fuel in it, and the top of every carburetor, every one of them is going to have it. There's a vent tube that goes right into the bowl. That way you can put gas in and out and it doesn't. Anyways, little vent tube, put your little gas in there. Fill her up till she kind of spits out a little bit. Yep, that's good. And that way she should fire right off, and you're not running your battery down waiting for the fuel pump to pick up the fuel all the way from the tank. This will get it running, get it charging. Well, fuel pump's running, it'll catch up. Should never miss a beat. Well, is it wrong if it works? There's a little bumps along the way, and I don't know why it start recording, and then as soon as I walked away, it'd be done. So you didn't get to see any of the action, which is probably not all bad. I'm glad. My dad's seen it. Although I do got to say, it's where I learned all of my problem-solving skills. Anyways, we're going to get to work on this. We got to pull the front of the motor apart. There's a little concentric lobe or a bolt-on dowel that goes on the front of the cam on this thing, Ford's, God bless them, that runs the fuel pump, and it would appear that it has come loose, which is really kind of scary because that also bolts the cam gear on. So that's why it'll run. I can throw some gas down the carburetor and she'll fire. But I didn't want to take the chance of something actually coming apart and destroying the engine. So we do have our work cut out for us a little bit. So I've got a lot of footage, but the footage was terrible on initially working on this thing. It had a little rattle coming from the front, timing chain slapping the case, and so when I went in to replace that, the harmonic balancer was broke, and somebody had jammed it on top of the keyway. It's just got a little keyway on the top, slides over it, and somebody had jammed it on there, broke it, and so it kind of wallered the end of the crankshaft a little bit. And so when I put the new harmonic balancer on it, let's just say it could have been tighter. So I Loctited the bolt, the crank bolt. We'll see how good red Loctite really is, because all that's got to come back apart so that we can get to where this little doolally is. At any rate, I'm going to get some things set up, and I'll be back. Alright, so I did a little more than just setting up. I've already got the majority of the front of the motor apart. I just got to pull the harmonic balancer and pull the timing chain cover, and we're going to see what kind of mess we got. All right, just to catch y'all up of where we're at. Got the whole front end pulled apart, saw the damage, and we fixed it. That's the down and dirty of it. So it did turn out to be the cam bolt worked its way out of the end of the cam. The little concentric doolally come loose, and that's why the fuel pump wasn't working. So it was as I was expected. The bolt got a little boogered up. Probably can't see it great, but it got a little boogered up. The hole in the end of the cam got boogered up, and initially I couldn't get the hole to take a tap, and so I grabbed a drill bit, drilled out just a couple of, maybe an 1/18 of an inch, drilled that out, got it to take the tap, and the tap went in about 4 turns and came to a hard stop, and I could feel my tap handle starting to give, and decided I didn't want to break the tap off, because then I knew that was the end. So backed it on out, cleaned the hole, tried it a couple of times, same thing, stopped about the same place. And as my dad would tell you, it's better to be lucky than good. Well, I'm here to tell you, got lucky. Decided I'd try and take that bolt. I cleaned it up with a die. Decided I'd take that bolt and see how tight, how bad it got. I threaded it in there. She threaded all the way up just like she wanted to, just like it should. And so went down, got a new bolt, some Loctite. Yeah, see, I learned. Some Loctite, put her back together, and I got a buddy of mine. He's coming over a little later this morning, and we're gonna put the rest of it back together. I have found that it's way easier to put this timing chain cover on when you got help, because, well, let's just say Ford was not a friend of mechanics as far as I'm concerned. Sorry, all you Ford folks. I love a good Ford. We're just gonna leave it at that. All right, I'm gonna get you off the tripod, let you take a look at what I was talking about, and bring you back later. All right, so this is the front of the motor. And that right there is that eccentric that I'm talking about. See how it's not even centered on the cam gear? As it lobes around, it pushes the arm down on the fuel pump. And that right there is a little bolt that came out. Anyways, got that put back together, and see that big gaping hole right there into the oil pan? This is why I hate working on Fords. You pull the timing chain cover off and all the water runs out of the water jackets right straight down into the oil pan. You have no option if you pull that cover, you got no option but to change the oil. Anyways, I'll keep you updated. So we got the timing chain cover water pump thing back on, bolted up, pookied up. She should be good to go. Next step is installing a fuel pump, and this is what I want to discuss with you. So this is the original pump. That was a new pump when I thought the fuel pump went bad. And if you look, because I'm asking your opinion, which I don't think it's not going to be significant, because that fitting should be about the same height, right? You got
pretty dang gum close.
You got to drop this down. So that shouldn't be significant. And where the rubber hose. So I was going to just put this back in until I went to pull the fuel line off, and that little doolally came out. It went boop. I'm like,
Yeah, it's supposed to be press fit.
Yeah, so I drove it back in with a dead blow. But so we're just going to put that one
Okay.
in. Yeah.
This one got the filter in it. Is that what that is?
No idea. That's the way it came.
Cool.
Yep. I figured it looks good, lasts a long time.
Make sure we put a little something on here so that we're rubbing on oiled up surfaces.
That right there. And this, if you ain't got one of these little do always, you need to get one. Go down and get you some, I call it engine honey. That real thick goo. Several people make it, but it's real thick goo. I have my preferred brand, but it all works. I'm here to tell you.
Which one do you use?
Lucas.
That's what I use.
Yeah.
Cause sticky.
Yeah.
That stuff's a mess.
And here's why I started using it on just about everything. It works on hinges. So I got a high lift jack. Oh, yeah, got the new gas. Okay. It works. I had a high lift jack that had been riding around in the back of the truck for, I don't know, 6 years. A farm jack, high lift jack. They go by a lot of names. Anyways, a bottle of STP got thrown in the back that still had, and it got broke, and so I just dumped it over that high lift jack, and man, that thing went to working, and it worked, I don't know, 4 or 5 years after that, just like a charm.
I had a similar experience, but mine was bar oil.
Okay.
It's the only thing I had handy, and I put bar oil on it, and that worked. Actually worked really well.
Yeah, I was surprised at how long it lasted on that old Rusty.
And that's, matter of fact, that's what I did to Ralph's. I did the same thing to his. Of course, I poured it all over his bumper when I was doing it. It was still attached to his Jeep.
Fan.
Yeah, I went through all the ones in there. I thought maybe you had them somewhere else.
Fuel pump. They were laying out. Alright, and so I will warn you, the back hole, the first 1/4 inch, missing threads.
That's the one you were working on.
I found a longer bolt to make it all feel better.
Where do you get your bolts at?
It was laying in the back of my truck. So the motor that we put in Phil's car, it was a motor transmission together. We broke it down, and these bolts were left in the back of the truck. So it may be a hog's head bolt. Don't know.
I'm all about repurposing, but I can tell you, if you don't have a parts bin worth of stuff to go through, Tractor Supply and Lowe's, and if you got a Rural King is awesome.
But there's no Rural King. But yes, I love it. Because you can darn near get anything a man needs at Rural King.
That's right. That's right.
To include your little bag of popcorn.
Oh,
right? You can get a snack while you shop.
last time I was in there,
Pants, boots.
it was on fire.
Oh, quit.
It was really on fire. I thought I was gonna have to help. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah. All right, it's hard for me to.
Well, let me get the bolt in the hole.
On the gasket in the hole. Probably not enough room for 2 hands.
Nope. Sometimes you just feel sorry for the football.
There you go.
She started.
Alright. And we rock that gasket back up where it belongs. I think it looks about right. Give it a try, see what you find. You can hold that out of your way if you can. Oh, that felt right.
Yep. Yeah, we're started. 916ths.
Looks like it to me.
Need a little more extension. Let's see.
I had one out. Did I put it back?
Well, on that back side, I don't think this is enough. I'll use.
Finger tight as I can get it.
Yep. If you ain't noisy and greasy, are you really doing anything?
You ain't all into your work? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's it. That's it.
Out here sweating and drinking coffee.
Yes.
Genius.
That's a little tighter I'm going on that one.
Right? That's the one that's got the booger thread.
Yep. If I have any issues, fortunately, I've looked. If I have any issues, I'll get a longer bolt and put a nut on the backside.
Hannah's Aiden, we were working on his Mazda. I was telling you about that set of gear wrench tap and die set.
Oh, yeah.
We were working on his Mazda and we had to search and dig through pieces and parts until we found what we needed to get done.
Yeah.
And so, you know how I am. It was an excuse to go buy a new tool.
That's right.
I put it in the cart and I got it for Christmas.
You know, flare fittings, hate them.
Really? See,
Yes.
it's a love-hate, because for me, when they work, they're freaking awesome. When they're just canted just a little bit, man, they are suckosaurus.
Yes. And she's a suckosaurus.
You already got it. Didn't you?
Did she take?
Oh, she's crooked. Never mind.
That's what I thought. Look with your straight eye, not your crooked eye.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I need to put my glasses on.
I don't think it'll help.
Alright, so we need to pick this up.
Twist it and push down.
Yeah.
And turn. You twist, pick up, and
It's easier to feel while you're doing it.
does it look straight?
You're getting close.
Well, she got tight.
Sure grass fitting? No. Let me put my glasses on. It looks crooked now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, she's crooked.
Oh yeah, she's crooked. Dog leg. She's dog leg, Paul. I'm telling you.
Oh, I got a good idea. Let's put a wrench on it. Put it up here, and then you can bend it down and then leave the wrench there forever. Oh, you don't like that idea?
Well, I've done stuff like that.
I want to help you, but I'm not sure how to do it.
Right? I'd love to help you out. I just don't know how you got in.
I can push that for you if you want me to push that. Just don't want to push it so far that I'm boogering you up.
Just push straight down.
Down.
Yep. And I will. Come on, sweetheart.
Am I pushing too much?
I can't tell. But
Yes, but not enough.
got it.
Yes, you did. Right on.
I had to pull it up and
Alright.
get the angle of the dangle just right.
Copy.
I ain't showing no crack, am I?
Nope.
Okay.
Not that I really want to look.
Well, I understand, but I didn't want everybody to see. Alright.
You know what I could do, Chad, while you're doing stuff like that? I can grab that camera and move it for you.
Right?
Act as your cameraman just a little bit to help you out.
Right? I'd rather you try and put that next bolt in.
Which one?
That one.
Alright. Where's the bolt?
I don't know. Oh, it's in the bag. So, brand new for me on this here little outfit. As I took it apart, I got a bag of snack bags and
A bag of? Would it be a box of?
yeah, box. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Snack bags, and as I pulled the bolts out, I labeled them. Especially on a Ford, because they're all very specific lengths and just goofy. And it has made it a ton easier putting this thing back together than the first time I tried, because I just had a big old bucket of bolts and I figuring out what needed to go in and when and all that. A few seconds time pulling it apart saved me hours putting it back. What can I do to help?
Smile and wave,
Just
boys.
smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Shoot, I reckon.
Kind of think our gasket's crooked.
No. Gasket's fine.
Well, if the gasket isn't crooked, then you can just tighten. Oh, I thought it was in there. It's moved.
Gasket's probably covering up half the hole. I got a little do-all that helps with that.
All right, this is started.
You got it started? Oh. Just like she's made for.
It seems like that bracket would be in the way of whatever was going to bolt into the stud.
That right there. I think it's that.
Is it?
Yeah. The AC bracket.
Mm-hmm. This was a nicely equipped car, AC and all on it.
Mm-hmm.
Manual, even though it's been converted to 4-speed, it's still.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a nice little rig.
Yep. Factory AC,
I love the interior on this thing.
289. The rally pack gauges.
That cream color, so if it gets dirty, it doesn't quite look like it's nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it looks nasty from when
Hey,
it's clean.
no, that's not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. Talk about a man's car, it's fighting words.
Nah. All right. Put the dipstick in.
What you call me?
You heard me.
You're gonna have to change that in, this broke off.
Yeah. That's nice.
Alright, what's next on the agenda? Down below, or not torque converter. Come on, Paul. Wrong end of the engine.
Yes, the flywheel. See, now you got me messed up.
Huh?
The harmonic balancer. Wait. Gooey loo.
That's to protect the seal down there, so that when we go or first start it up, it's not dry and tears the gasket all to pieces. Or seal, not gasket. Put you on rag.
Yep. All right. A little to the left.
I didn't see the keyway. Is keyway towards the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's down and to the left. It's on the keyway. You know what's funny?
What you got?
The first time I put this thing on there, she went,
Yeah, you told me it just slid
And-
right on there. Now it's snug.
yeah.
She swole up.
Right? Because that's what iron does. It just fills right up. Paul, I believe I have met the point of melting flesh.
Saying you want the awning?
No, I want it to be about 10 degrees cooler outside.
Oh.
That would be groovy.
That harmonic bouncer puller you got, didn't it have the installer with it?
No. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah. The one I have, if I'd have known that you didn't have that, I'd have brought it. It's got the really long bolt so that you
Well, it's got
take and pull it up in it.
It's got a really long bolt.
I'm
But-
putting my face in
but
here
it ain't
while I'm
got-
adjusting it.
It ain't got,
No, that's not a really long bolt. When I say it's probably
but it
6 inches.
but it ain't big enough to go in the end of the crank. You know what I mean? You don't just draw it up with the bolt.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Just throw it up with the crank bolt. As long as you got plenty of threads starting,
Oh yeah.
and you're not
She-
going to shred it.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
pull
it-
out the first 2 or 3 threads.
Yeah, no, it threaded in probably 3 turns, and I still got a 1/4 inch.
Okay. You want me to
Now-
go ahead and snug it down with it?
Oh, it's as far as it's going. Yeah. Because what I'll do is I'll get it seated,
Yeah.
pull the bolt back out, and Loctite it.
Loctite. You know, I never would have done that before, putting Loctite on them. Never done it.
Me either.
But that Chevy truck that I bought with the harmonic balancer coming off of it, and
Yep.
tearing stuff up, and now you having problems with this one? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a reason.
I'm with you. Now,
Because I used that old blue Loctite when we were ATVing and son. I used to fight that stuff, go to take stuff off. I'd be so mad.
now I can tell you this: I was not impressed on what it took me to get.
And it was red too.
It was red.
Red's supposed to be the it's on there forever. You're never getting it off.
Heat. Green is forever. Red
Use heat.
is heat.
I
Heat
got
will
you.
break it down.
Yeah, I
Now,
use blue.
if you've got aluminum stuff, you've got to be really careful because your aluminum is going to expand and contract differently when you're trying to kill
Yeah.
the Loctite.
Yep. Now I don't remember on the Ford. I know on the AMC there's a torque spec that you run that down to.
A what?
Torque spec. Yeah.
A what?
Mm-hmm. If you put too many Ugga Boogas on it, yeah.
I got torque specs right here.
Yeah, your calibrated elbow, is someone I watch says.
That's right.
I could tell you that she moving? Yep.
Sorry.
Huh?
That means we're slipping the clutch. Make sure it's in here, would you?
Not to get the interior fouled. Yeah, she's in first. Man, that's a nice car.
Come on, baby.
Did you put the Loctite on there?
No, but it's tighter than it was. It's tighter now than when I went to pull it off.
I'd say leave it.
You think so?
Think about it. It was harder to do that right now than what it was before.
Yeah.
Maybe it had some residual on there and it's hanging. I don't know. Gotta remember, I'm only working with a 3/4 day.
Right?
Who needs a whole deck of cards?
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? The bolt come out?
Harmonic bounce
Harmonic
fall
bolt fly
off,
off.
things pop, get broke.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to take it off, if you got your little electric impact that you was bragging on the other day, you can zip it right out.
So yeah, I put them wheels on there the other day, and this wasn't in the video, but I thought, you know, I just nearly lost 2 front tires last time I put tires on that thing. I went back with the 4-way. Yeah, got probably half a turn at least on each load. So
the guy from Brand
yeah,
was so kind as to show me this button right.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, yep,
Keep hitting the button here, and it moves up.
yeah.
And now she's on full torque.
And on full torque on the wheels, they go tap.
Oh, this is 3/8 drive.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to go that tight, was it?
It'd go at full. It'd go tap and stop, tap and stop. Now full and taking it back off, she go back, 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 and then come off.
Huh.
So now if you go to the other side, going in the one, she'd sit there and hit it. So I don't know.
Maybe you need to trade it for a different one.
I don't know. Anywho,
That's my thought. Trade it in on another one.
right? All right, so we're going with this. You want to put some steak on it? It's on the table.
Where did you get a larger dead blue? About a 2-pounder? 3-pounder?
No.
No?
No.
Because you could give her a bump and she'd probably pop right off there. But as tight as that is, spinning the motor and all,
Mm-hmm.
I if it were mine, I would run it, but that's me. It's not my car.
All right. I'm just saying, if it comes apart,
You
you
just
got
heard-
some explaining to do to my dad. That's what I'm saying. Oh, mercy.
Oh, Mr. Bird, I wouldn't do nothing to hurt him.
That's a fact, yeah. Oh, that was spam. That's garbage. Bottom pull. Here we go. Wait. Put this little jewel on, and then probably put the bottom radiator hose on. Put the
Well, if I had a bolt to line it with, I could do a little better. And did you know, if you drop the power steering pump off of the stool, it bends the snot out of
pulley.
the pulley?
Yeah, looks like one of them Shriner's clown cars after that.
Yes. You know how disappointed I was? That's when I bought my pulley removal tool.
Now I'm pretty sure power steering there's no other way to do that than with one of them fancy puller tools.
Come on, finger. We could try the other hand. Cock my head sideways.
I'm just gonna leave that open, right?
Sometimes that's what you gotta do.
It is.
Keep her PG, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna run that down to just about there. So I got wiggle room for the others.
Here is the other one. Do.
That's a whole lot of do doing.
It is. Come on, sweetheart. There you are. Man.
We should have moved that camera around where they can actually see what we're doing instead of them watching our behinds.
Now, I was fixing to give her a pause anyways. Come.
Can you see the screen where you're at?
Yep, but you can't see the motor.
No, I just shook the snot out of them. They're probably appreciating that.
Here we are.
What about that?
If they wanted professionalism, they'd be watching that television stuff.
Motor trim turned off most all of their stuff.
They do. Was it Warner Brothers bought them?
I don't know.
Somebody bought them and started just canceling away.
It was probably competing with something they were working on. See how that goes. Alright, where's your extension and ratchet that you was using back over here?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Snug, one more down here to snug. Tighten. That one's tight. That one's tight. Got about a half a ooga booga. How tight do you make these?
Yep. till the crank starts to turn.
Oh, good lord, man.
Maybe not quite that fast, especially not with that long go getter.
Yeah, that's a lot of leverage on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it may be excessive.
There we go. I like it. We'll put it over here so we can find it this time.
Yeah.
You can adjust you again?
Yeah. Well,
Shaky, shaky, wiggle, wiggle.
all right, I'm going to turn you all off for a little while. We're going to get this back together, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Well, we got it all put back together. Got water in it, most of the oil in it. I'm going to put a little gas in the carburetor and fire her up. See how she sounds. Hopefully she don't. Hole didn't take much. Didn't take much. All right, I got to get the keys out of the trunk.
Hold it. You want me to put a little bit in the yap?
Yeah, let's see.
Are you? You did put that coil wire back on, right?
Yep.
Yep.
We may have to put a little charge on the battery.
All the way.
Big surprise. Why? screws just as tight either way. Something ain't. All right, so we're back, and we have pseudo rebuilt the carburetor. We didn't get all fancy and clean it and all that stuff, but we did replace the power valve, the needle and seat, and all the gaskets, which we found some loose screws. The power valve was loose. A lot of little issues. We're hoping that's going to fix it, and we're going to fire it. That's what I was talking about when you adjust the idle screw, give her a little adjustment, pop the throttle. I'm kind of funny. I love this because it's got a tack, but I like it to idle around 600 to 700 RPM. A lot of people, they'll tell you that's low, but especially with a standard, you can pretty much put it wherever you want as long as she'll run. In automatic, you got to test it when you put it in gear. Alright, well, we're going to throw a little more water in it and get some things buttoned up, get the air breather on that, and we're going to go for the best part. Take her for a test drive. Alright, here we go. Test drive. It's already running better than it has since I got it. Little bit of dust. It is a ball to drive. I'll give it that. It is a ball to drive. It's light, it's comfortable. The old man's got a good car. Even for a Ford. Maybe I talked my dad into doing a
drum brake swap.
Yeah, disc brake conversion. Man, she's got a good idle.
Yeah.
6570. 65-ish 70. It's got a real friendly speedometer. Alright, well, the PMT drive was sat. Had a little tiny coolant leak. We're going to get that fixed up, but other than that, she's running good, sounds good, drives good. Paul, brother, appreciate your help.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you around.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks y'all. That's it. Oh, like, subscribe, follow, all that whatever stuff, and type me a comment. Tell me what you like, tell me the content you like, any changes you'd make, and thanks for watching.